Hello, you're with Libby from libbystamps.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. And today I'm bringing you another technique with the embossing paste that Stampin' Up has come out with in the 2017-2018 annual catalogue. It's lovely to use. Just make sure you keep the lid on when you're not using it and put it on as soon as you've finished using it. Clean up with the embossing paste is quite easy. I use wet wipes or just a damp paper towel. If you leave it too long on your mask, and there are 4 masks that Stampin' Up have given us called Pattern Party Decorative Masks, and they come with a little instruction sheet which suggests spritzing using ink, chalk or glimmer spray, sponge, using ink or paint, tracing using our markers, embossing using Versamark ink and embossing powder, and adding texture using embossing paste. So they're all the uses for the masks, and they've got a cloud one, a medallion one, a brick type one, and that's the one we're using today, or a diamondy type one. Now if you leave the embossing paste on and it starts to dry, you will need to use hot soapy water and a bit of a scrub to get it off. Otherwise it's quite easy if you do it straight away. Alright, so as I said, today we're using the brick one, and I've put it onto watercolour paper, and I've cut my sheet in half so we can do 2 techniques today. So the first one we're going to do is using our ink pad, and I'll just squish it together to get a bit more ink into the pad lid, and an aqua painter. So we'll just make sure we've got a bit of water in our aqua painter and swirl up the colour and just come on to our watercolour paper. So you can use it so you can get lights and darks, and that's looking quite nice. I quite like this technique. I'll just turn this around so I can do the other end. And then you'll just need to leave that to dry before you use it on a card. You could use the swirly vines or whatever it's called that goes with swirly birds. Cut a vine out and use that going up the brick wall. Alright, so that's watercolour paper and the embossing paste. Just use the rest of this ink in here. So this is quite wet now, and I'll just leave that to dry naturally. And I'll put a card up on my blog to go with the video. Alright, so that's that one. Our next piece of watercolour paper, it's exactly the same as the first. It's on watercolour paper with the bricks. And I've got some rubbing alcohol in here and about 6 or 7 drops of soft suede re-inker. And I was using soft suede on there as well, so you could see the difference. Alright, so I'm going to just move this down a bit and maybe get a bit of paper towel. Right, so I'll just put some paper towel underneath this. Move that one out of the way. And as I said, 6 or 7 drops of soft suede re-inker and about 3/4 full or 2/3 full of rubbing alcohol. Now the rubbing alcohol just makes it dry a little bit faster. You could use water, but I decided to use rubbing alcohol today. Make sure the nozzle's pointing in the right direction, and you need to be about 12 to 15 inches away and just spray down. And you can get darker bits if you want to. So that's the rubbing alcohol. I'll just move the paper towel out of the way. So that's the rubbing alcohol technique, and that's with the aqua painter and the ink from the stamp pad. Alright, so that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.
Hey, if you wanna play, make it a better place. It'll take creation, imagination. Try to draw outside the line. Let us see inside your mind.